Are you playing the wrong golf ball right now? Because if you are, you could easily be giving up 15 yards before you even hit your first tee shot. And honestly, it's not because of the brand name printed on the side, and it's certainly not because of the price tag. It actually comes down to one shockingly simple thing: how many pieces it has. If you've ever wondered whether playing a 2-piece, a 3-piece, or a 5-piece golf ball actually makes a real difference to your score, well, the short answer is absolutely yes, a massive one.
We've got to talk about this, because simply buying a more expensive ball with more layers does not automatically mean better results for your specific swing speed. In fact, if you're playing the wrong layer count right now, you are literally losing strokes and just wasting your cash. Today, we're going to look at exactly where the differences between these balls actually show up and prove why one of these categories is massively overrated for the everyday average golfer.
Okay, so let's really break down this framework. Looking at a 2-piece, a 3-piece, and a 4-piece representing our multi-layer premium category, you have to understand that these aren't just fancy marketing labels to get you to spend more. The physical layer count inside the ball fundamentally changes its launch, its spin, its speed, and its feel. To figure out which one is exactly right for your game, we put these constructions through a really strict testing framework covering the driver, the mid-iron, the wedge, and the putter.
All right, Section 1, inside the golf ball. Construction and layers. First up, we've got the 2-piece golf ball, like the Callaway Supersoft. Now, a 2-piece ball usually features a really large, solid core wrapped in an outer cover, typically made of ionomer or Srixon. This specific design is built for 3 things: durability, lower cost, and easy distance. Because they naturally lower your driver spin, they are absolutely fantastic for lower swing speeds. They're straightforward, they're super reliable, and they generally sit at a much lower compression. Now, what's really interesting about this next category is what happens when you add just one more layer. A 3-piece golf ball adds a mantle layer, right between the core and the cover. This right here is the secret sauce. That extra mantle allows engineers to achieve what's called spin separation. Essentially, it means they can keep your driver spin low for maximum distance off the tee, but boost your iron and wedge spin for serious control around the greens. For a huge portion of golfers out there, this is the absolute sweet spot of performance and value.
Moving on to Section 2, the driver distance trap, testing off the tee.
So we tested these balls at moderate swing speeds, specifically between 85 and 95 miles per hour. That is exactly where a massive amount of amateur golfers live. And what we found is pretty revealing. A softer 2-piece ball can actually keep the ball in play much better. Why is that? Well, if you fight a slice or lose ball speed on off-center hits, the lower spin profile of a 2-piece ball actively reduces the punishment of those mishits. Let's look at the carry distance at a 92 mile per hour swing speed. Our 2-piece distance ball averaged 224 yards of carry. The 3-piece urethane ball averaged 223 yards of carry, and the 5-piece premium tour ball averaged 224 yards of carry. Think about that for a second. Off the tee, the distance differences between these layer counts are shockingly minimal. You are simply not buying extra distance with a 5-piece ball at this swing speed.
So if the driver distance is basically a tie across the board, where does all that extra money actually go? The true separation between a 2-piece, a 3-piece, and a 5-piece ball doesn't happen on the tee box at all. It happens inside 150 yards. The winner here might surprise you, so stay with us. Which brings us to Section 3, the short game reveal, inside 150 yards. When we move to the mid-irons and the scoring wedges, the internal construction of the golf ball starts to matter a whole lot more. This is exactly where that basic 2-piece isometer ball begins to seriously lose its stopping power. You definitely gain simplicity and value with a 2-piece, but you sacrifice a ton of control when you're attacking the pin. We set up a 50-yard wedge test on the launch monitor to measure greenside bite. A 3-piece ball with a urethane cover bites significantly harder on approach shots compared to a 2-piece ball. Out on the actual course, that is the literal difference between your ball hopping once and checking up right next to the hole versus releasing all the way through the green and into the back fringe. Let's look at the actual spin numbers. A 2-piece ionomer ball generates around 6,500 RPM of spin. The 3-piece urethane ball jumps up to 8,000 RPM, and the 5-piece tour ball climbs to a massive 9,500 RPM. That is a dramatic, game-changing leap. That spin rate difference isn't just cosmetic data on a screen. That spin equals pure control. All right, Section 4, lab data by the numbers.
To summarize the lab data across the whole bag, let's look at the 7-iron spin disparity. For moderate swing speeds, a 2-piece ball sits comfortably near 5,400 RPM. Moving to a premium 5-piece ball pushes that closer to 6,200 RPM. So as you move closer to the green, those multi-layer balls progressively give you more and more grip on the club face. The absolutely crucial point here is finding the right balance for you. For so many golfers, a 3-piece ball like the Srixon Q-Star Tour is the ultimate upgrade. It gives you the soft feel of a urethane cover and that short game bite you desperately need, but it does it without demanding the full premium price of a 5-piece tour ball. It is just the perfect middle ground.
And hey, we absolutely cannot forget about the putter. Putting feel is obviously subjective, but it really matters. Softer 2-piece balls offer a very muted, soft feedback, which some players just love. However, premium 3-piece and 5-piece urethane balls offer much more predictable speed control on longer putts. Their complex construction and premium covers make them incredibly consistent from shot to shot, which is vital for lag putting. Section 5, the final verdict. Which is right? Here is the structured verdict you need to take away from this explainer today. The ultimate truth is that the best ball isn't just the most expensive one on the shelf. The best ball is the one that directly matches your swing speed, your strike quality, and your specific game needs. Our verdict is clear. If you are a beginner, a high handicapper, or you swing under 85 miles per hour, you should definitely be playing a 2-piece ball. If you are a mid-handicap player sitting between a 10 and a 20, you should play a 3-piece ball to get that crucial greenside control. And if you are a low handicap, highly consistent ball striker, then you can fully utilize a 5-piece ball. But I want to be perfectly clear about this point. If your swing speed and your impact consistency do not support a 5-piece premium ball like this TaylorMade TP5, you really should not be playing it. If you are a 20 handicap swinging 90 miles per hour, you are literally paying tour-level prices for completely invisible benefits. We ran the numbers. We looked at the performance from the driver all the way down to the wedge. Data, not opinion. That is how you shave strokes off your game.
So my final question for you is, what golf ball are you actually playing right now? Do you even know how many pieces it has inside? Drop the model and your swing speed in the comments below. And if this explainer helped you finally see past all the marketing hype, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stick around with us. Next time, we're doing a full lab showdown on urethane versus ionomer covers, and the results might really surprise you. See you then.